Hi guys, review of week 3 figures a bit earlier today, so a lot of people will probably catch this up on the recording. So if you're watching it on the recording, still say hi in the comments, so we know you've watched it. And if you found some really information and good tips in here, make sure you tag your team on them points. It takes a while for the stream to come live before people join. So we've got the first one on now. I'll just flick it round for a second. Ooh, what have I done there? Right, Jeremy's the first one. Welcome, Jeremy, down in the Midlands there. I hope it's nice and warm down here, there, because it's red hot up here for an October's day, that's for sure. Right, let's get started on the figures. So, what we're going to do, we've got the PSG first. We've got Michelle and Brian Hewitt at the top, Tracy Payne and Harvey Kent second, Abby Allgood third, Kirst Salmon, Di Glass, and Karen Boardman. So well done on the top PSGs. Remember, it's the last week of the period, so make sure you're watching them bonus levels, especially for your team. You don't want to miss a bonus level by a couple of points. So it's important you actually sort of track them points in the last week of the period. Then we've got the top retailers. Watson on the top on 4827, Steve DeVito 4398, Paul Tonkin 3734, Martin Campbell 3650, and then the list goes down. And if you look at the top, if you're watching this for the first time, up here there's a blog post for everybody who's actually doing in them top retailers figures. So have a look at that and you can actually see them figures. So what's going to come up next? Got the new business. I just moved some things out the road here. People commenting on posts there. New business is Louise Colin, absolutely smashing at the top there on 1,114. Angela Fitzgerald 624. Karen Boardman 590. Hi Melissa, just popping on there. Lucy on 447. And then the list goes along. So some people don't really understand how the new business works. This is anybody who you sponsor in period 11 from the first day. Whatever their volume counts, that counts as your new business. So well done on all the new business. It's the last week of the period again. Make sure you're watching them bonus levels like a hawk, because sometimes people miss out on the bonus level by half a point, and it can cost them at the bottom end 40 or 50 quid, at the higher levels 300 or 400 quid. So it's important you actually do that. Next we've got the top sponsors. Louise Colin's top again from Ireland on 10, Jennifer March 7, David Miller 6, myself 5, Tracy Payne and Harvey Kent 5, Eamon Lynch and Marie Ryan 5, Les and Julie Gallagher 5, Sarah Bateman 4, and then the list goes down. And again, at the top of there, if you sponsored your first team member, you can see the full list. Hang on, I'll just take it up a little bit further. You can see the full list up here to click on to see all the top sponsors down to the first one. So what's that? That's promoting the Facebook Live. This has been bumped up about how to do an online party launch to get your new people off to a fast start. We've got some people that's got 4, 5, 6 online parties booked as follow-up parties now from doing an online party and starting. And obviously that's going to produce great sales for the people who want to do it on the online side, which obviously is the future, because that's what people want to do, be making money on the smartphones. But the catalogue side still works, as people are popping the catalogues. Hi Carolyn Blacksock, just popping onto the live. So we'll go down a little bit further. Great tip last week, and it's worth putting this across. When you get an online customer, it's just a one-off. That gives the opportunity to keep going back to that customer. Maybe they do one of the internet specials or one of the special offers that come around. It's going to find a customer, but that gives you the opportunity to go back to them every month, either with an online catalogue or an offline catalogue. And this is an example. If you had 10 customers ordering £660, that's 600 volumes straight away to actually get started. Hi Katrina, just coming on there as well. So in this example, just by dropping the catalogue, there was an extra £60 order came in from that. If you look in, well, you can just look in the feed there, but if you can, I might actually go across there in a second and show you that. In the files, no, I'll go across and show you. Somebody's bumped this up, how to do a party plan event. But if you go across here, the files in the group, there's a lot of information in there, so you can actually find it up there if you want to go to the files in the group. Just some good information there. You can sorry, I'm not up on it now, so I might as well show you. So the party plans there, the activity tracker, the 5 wide, Paul Tonkin slips, so there's lots of stuff in there. I'll just go back to the group for a second. Probably have to go straight down to the group again. Right, so probably have to go back down the group again from the start. A little bit sidetracked there. Live, how to party, Becky, that's where I got up to. It's a great story here for another new person just joining, William Durand. You read about his story there, so that's £199, first little bonus check there, so well done on that, fantastic, well done. Give the screen a tap. So anybody else that's got the first news story, send them through. It'd be great to actually sort of send them through. If you don't know how to edit and put it up yet, just message me on Facebook and I'll sort it out and make it into a nice little picture that we'll actually share in the group. Remember, for new people, show them the circle side of the business. That's a really exciting side of the sponsoring, because you never know who's going to actually be sponsored in your team. It's actually going to explode with the business, so it's definitely worth watching that, especially new people, and tag them in that. Also, I've been promoting this kleeneze thing, which is really clever. I mean, it's about £7 a month. You can try it for free, but I'll just jump across and show you it actually, because I've already got it set up there. So this is what it looks like, and I've got all posts to go on the Facebook for the next week, already set up, completely automatic. So I don't forget to be active on Facebook in my normal page and group, so information is going out there. So if you haven't had a look at the kleeneze thing, that's a little bit further down the feed there. Amazingly clever tool. So you'll see some things that I'm posting, but it's not posted by me, it's posted by this tool. So at the top will actually say shared by kleeneze. That knows it's been done by a robot, not myself manually doing it. There was a great webinar for the week by Stuart Hurd. So if you missed that, here's a recording of it. You can actually go and watch. I think Stuart's making about £7,000 or £8,000 a month, and he only joined just to make a little bit of money. Some really wise words and tips on there. Hiya David Miller and Morris, they've just come on the live as well. So some great information in there. That's new business from last week. And this was one of the internet specials we got through the week. So every now and again we get an internet special. These are going to fly out actually. 24 charm bracelets for the kids to open up as an advent calendar for 15 quid. I think we could have sold them for 30 or 40 quid, to be quite honest. But if that gets you a new customer, that gives you the chance to actually drop a catalogue with them. I'll just explain at the top if you don't understand the logic of this. It's all about finding new customers. And that's why the supermarkets sell milk very cheap, because they know virtually everybody buys milk. But you just try going to the supermarket to just buy milk. People leave spending 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, a couple of £100 sometimes, and they only went in for a pint of milk. So 4 pints of milk you can get for £1 in the supermarkets, or sometimes less than £1. But once they've got you in there, the milk's not at the door so you can escape. You've got to go through quite a few things before you get to the milk. Now that's the same with us. We can use the internet specials to actually find customers, and then give them the catalogue online, maybe run an online party for your event. So a very, very clever way of marketing. So we've got to use the tricks that the big supermarkets do to help actually build our businesses. So again, this is a comment you can actually put in there as well. Asked earlier in the week, what's the biggest follow-up order from dropping the catalogue? Jennifer Sinnett's was €300, Paul Tonkin 245. Now that's the power of using the sort of internet specials, etc., to find customers. But more exciting is a repeat business, because people, if you drop the catalogue and get to know them, they'll actually buy month in, month out, forever. I've had people buying for 25 years, and they just love. There's obviously they like the products in the catalogue, but they trust you as well. So they're really buying off you. So service with a smile, be nice to them, talk about how good their garden is, their family, their pets, and they'll love you and keep spending loads of money with you. So that's a tip on that one. That was a webinar from the week before. If you missed that one, just want to come to something else before I finish. It looks as though it's been bumped well down somewhere, but I'll get there. Oh yeah, this is a good one from Jean Kilpatrick. Are getting Facebook parties booked. Just don't use Jean's pictures. Just copy your own, and basically sort of edit them using iPicky or PicMonkey or whichever software editing you do. But Jean put this in her group. Also the trick of changing your name a little by putting the dots or something, everybody gets notified. And what Jean put, would some free stuff from Jean's Bargains make a difference to your casserole and run up to Christmas? Comment if yes, I'll message you what to do. So it's not asking them the thing for a party, you just want to build up a relationship with that person if they'll run an online party for you. So that was an absolute belter tip from Jean, and I know some people have took massive advantage of that. It was a Scottish 10 steps, it's gone now. This Sunday is a Yorkshire 10 steps, if you're there to pop along to that one. Some stories, I'm going right down here to the find of the thing I actually want to show you. So I'll carry on and I'll carry on. Top PSG from last period. I should have bumped this up before I started, because it could be quite a way down before I actually find it. But we'll carry on. We're nearly there, sure. There we go. Demonstrating the front cover products. That's what they look like on the catalogue. Nigel Oliver retails 79 of them. And if you've not seen them, I'll just set one off in front of us here. Put the music on as well. So we've got two different ones to demonstrate. So they're £12 each. So imagine you sold an extra 79 of them. How much has that increased the order value? So demonstrating the products on the run up to Christmas is actually an amazing way of getting extra orders. So that's really it for this week. So if your team members on here actually sort of, they've got Nigel Tuck and Robert Fraser just joined, hi to you. So if you just say hi in the comments, tag some of your team for some of the information there. It's the last week of the period. This is a big one where you're pushing from them bonus levels. Watch them like a hawk. I'll tag in the group the percentage levels early next week, so you know exactly what you've got to do in points to hit the next level. But it's a really exciting time to be driving the business. So have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the heat as it lasts. It's going to be a warm weekend in the UK before the winter storms start coming in. So have a great weekend and I'll speak to you all soon.